DCMikeTV.com. I'm right here with Vince Mosca, who is a two-time world kickboxing champion, who looks to fight next week, August 6th, next Saturday at the Maryland Live Casino on Jetta Promotions card. Vince, nice to meet you, brother. How you doing?
What's going on, Mike? Nice to meet you, man. How you doing today? Everything's good, man. Can't complain about anything. Today was like a lighter day, kind of just more of a recovery day because I'm winding down the training camp a little bit. Feel strong, I feel fast, I feel healthy, I'm lean, my weight's good. Training was definitely long for this fight, definitely took a toll at some points, but now it's all about just recovering and feeling good going into next Saturday. But can't complain at all. Mentally, physically, I feel great.
Fans out there that don't know who Vince Mosca is, can you let them know everything about, your MMA, you being a kickboxing champion and all the tournaments you came into? And obviously a lot of, football players, basketball players, MMA fighters are coming over to boxing. And also, what made you come over to boxing as well?
So a little bit about me. I train at a gym called Ground Control in Baltimore, Maryland. A lot of fights as an amateur, about 30 between MMA, kickboxing, boxing. I'm a two-time world champion in kickboxing. I fought some guys that went on to be professional boxers, that went on to the UFC. Fought at a pretty high level in kickboxing. I also full-time coach the striking program at Ground Control. It's kind of a full-time job. I work with regular people. I work with the amateur fight team and the professional fighters we have coming up with the striking. So pretty much living this for a long time now. My main coach is Patrick Rivera. Fought as a professional boxer, pro MMA, pro kickboxing. I also work with my boy Steven Sparks. He's been a great second corner for me. And Russ Shiflett here and there throughout the week. Russ is 12-0 professional, multiple-time champion as an amateur. As far as kickboxing, for one, it was kind of hard to find fights with kickboxing. I had a lot of fights fall through, a lot of big opportunities fall through in kickboxing as an amateur and as a professional. Honestly, I had to hide a lot of my old fights on YouTube because, people weren't taking fights. COVID was messing up a lot of fights. A lot of the big pro promotions in North America were kind of falling apart for kickboxing. There was really just no opportunities, it seemed like. And the boxing thing became interesting to me. I did it for years. I've trained with pro boxers before. I've had boxing coaches before, but, I kind of just fell into it recently. Like I did an amateur fight back in April, but I've been sparring with Steve a lot, sparring with Pat, sparring with Tucker, sparring with other guys we brought in. And it was kind of, I noticed the changes. I noticed that I was learning a little bit for the first time in a long time. And that was new to me, you know what I mean? So it's kind of helped me a little bit just to worry about boxing. It's like I'm not worrying about all the extra things, the kicks, the knees, or the grappling and MMA. I'm just focused on boxing. I'm just focused on learning the art of boxing and how to tighten everything up. Obviously, I have a lot of things to learn, but I am experienced. I'm a puncher. I'm a good athlete. I'm better than I give myself credit for. So, boxing was always interesting to me. I really don't have any more interest in kickboxing at this point, so it's kind of all in. But honestly, the change has been pretty seamless. It's not like I had to change too much up with how I trained, honestly.
Okay, good stuff. Good to hear. So, as far as, boxing fans and casual boxing fans, why should the boxing fans come see Vince Mosca on August the 6th?
From what I understand, man, my opponent's going to bring the heat. He's going to come forward. He's a tough guy, and that's the best dance partner I could ask for, if I'm being honest with you, man. I'd love to put on a chess match and show some of the boxing skills I've been working, but if it becomes a firefight, I'm more than happy to do that with anybody. So, I think it's going to be a very action-packed fight. I know the damage I do to people in 18-ounce gloves in the gym, and I can only imagine what it's going to be with 10-ounce gloves, longer time limits in the professional ranks. I'm excited for it. I'm going to make sure everybody gets their money's worth when they buy a ticket. I have a lot of people coming out to Maryland Live Casino, Jetta Promotions. I'm a very action-heavy fighter. I'm gonna surprise some people with my skills, I'm sure, but I definitely don't want anybody to blink during the fight because it's gonna be a good one. I promise that it's gonna be a good fight. This pro debut is something I've waited for a long time. It's no better place than for it to happen real close to Baltimore, Maryland, where I grew up. I'm just excited, man. I'm just gonna bring a good energy. It's gonna be a good energy in the crowd. I know that. I'm sure our fight's going to be an early one, so it's going to set the tone for the rest of the card. I'm going to have fun, man, no matter what. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to enjoy the moment. You know, it's again, I really don't see any way this fight's not a fun fight for a spectator. So, yeah, definitely be there August 6th, Maryland Live. Jetter Promotions against Keenan Williams. It'll be a fun fight for sure.
All right, there you guys heard it from Vince Mosca, kickboxing champion, looks to make his boxing pro debut. Like he just said, you guys do not want to blink. Vince, I want to appreciate you, buddy, for allowing me to have this time to chat with you about your pro debut fight. And I will see you next Saturday. Thank you.
Appreciate you for talking to me, Mike. Man, I'll see you next Saturday. Thank you, bro.